Welcome back, ladies and gents, to FACEIT TV for the Oceania launch tournament. We have Immunity and Athletico in the grand finals playing for $1,000 here. And it is now Athletico's pick. It is cash. And I think we're ready to jump in very shortly. And once again, if you're just joining us, James is in San Francisco, if you're looking forward to seeing James. But I have this memento, the comb, the flip comb, that James, for some reason, he buys so much random stuff. It's great. I love it, but he's crazy. He is nuts. But that's I think it's his thing to keep you watching, to just see what other random stuff he buys. A grenade, a flip comb. There's other stuff as well. There's gonna be some interesting stuff in the FACEIT season. So like follow the channel, so you can keep up to date with James's madness. And we can see how he progresses. But we do have, I think, the knife round going live very shortly here. And so far, of course, Immunity definitely expected to win. Athletico, though, on cash, can they bring a level here that is worthy to defeat the mighty Immunity? And a lot of it is going to be down to who starts on what side. I mean, the CT side, at least in Europe, in North America, the CT side is where you want to be. It's definitely favored on this map. So both teams are going to really be wanting that badly. Some people still think it's as much as 10-5 sort of ratio onto the CT. But we'll have to see. Looks like Immunity are going to be able to start off on the CT side. And one thing I was tweeted was that apparently it's not Imagine, it's emag. So I want you guys to write in the chat how you're supposed to say his name, because I don't want to get it wrong. And it was written Imagine on the roster, but is it emag? Write in the chat, and the producer will tell me how to say his name. I'm gonna just need to get confirmation here, because I've had it before where some guy's like, no. Because they tweeted to me and said, oh, you have to say it this way, and it actually ended up being wrong. Or like this, I get 3 different tweets, 3 different ways. But we'll jump into the pistol round now. We do have Athletico on this T side. So far, they are just taking it pretty easy into A main at the moment. A bit of a split. We do have PeteyG over by B storage, and he can certainly be there to provide some pressure to just delay the rotation, to just show himself. It's kind of his job just to show himself here and not die. And so far, Athletico have not really been spotted at all. DevK going to make first contact, just put it with the Glock there. And still, Athletico, they're actually keeping their options open. They're moving towards middle here. They can either go, depending on how good A or B looks, they can either go to wrap around for A from short, or they can go for the B split. It really depends. It looks like they're liking their chances on A at the moment, and that is a smart choice. We do have the pick coming in towards that location, and now in comes the push. Chris gonna drop emag, imagine, and plant the bomb. So this is looking pretty good for Athletico on their map. On the T side, it's a fantastic way to start things. They might not even lose any players, which is also a pretty big deal. There goes that idea. Rickeh is able to take down FACEIT. And that means that Rickeh is going to be the man who will be able to afford a scout if they want to buy up. And he will get a scout, which is awesome, because scouts for life. Although I'm a little bit sad that it's not on SnypeR. I really want him to drop it to SnypeR, because SnypeR was just rocking faces with that in the previous matches. So we're going to have Rickeh looking for the peek here into B storage. But Athletico, they're going to take a good approach to stick together at the moment, as Immunity go for a bit of a squeaky push. Going in there, back onto SnypeR. Damage there. FACEIT going to be able to finish him off, as that has makes its way with the P90 in the middle. So far so good here for Athletico. They've lost 1 man, but they are making ground. But here comes emag to put a lot of work in the back. There's 2 quick headshots. That is excellent stuff there from emag. Excellent indeed. DevK going to go in to try to save this bomb. He does pick it up, or rather picks up the kill. He needs to get the bomb still, but very low health now and very, very paranoid. There is another player lurking, but emag has actually gone to the catwalk here. The player won't find himself another P250 kill, but that was great damage done by Immunity. And Athletico still going to be happy with how they've started this one off, though. But it's really awkward in this spot where they have to rebuy. I mean, you don't really want to rebuy SMGs, but you know, you need to carry, like, you need to win this round and carry a good weapon into the next round where the CTs are buying as well. We're going to see a stack on A and a push towards B. Oh dear, that's not very fun for Immunity, that is for sure. But it depends. I mean, this is just a bomb down and should be a round one, just like that. Sometimes it happens, but they're going to make sure they're not too slow, but it looks like they're fine. And we'll go down, they're going to see that there's nobody here, and they're going to be laughing, they're going to be happy. We have PeteyG there, watching over the vent room with that Deagle. So he was able to find the kill onto Rickeh there. He's going to come in. They're going to come in from all angles, in fact, but the smokes are still ready to play with here for Athletico. So yeah, it's unfortunate they went with the A stack. It's really smart to go for the stacks in these spots because it's all about your objectives. And they are, wow, they're getting the kills actually. USP coming into play, apparently pretty damn good. Has going to drop Rickeh finally, and there's not going to be a chance to actually win this round, of course. But this is the thing: the objective is not to win the round for Immunity. They know that that's never going to happen. It's just to get frags and maybe pick up some guns, try to have an impact on the economy by either boosting their own by picking up an AK and a kill or two, and by hurting their opponents and going into the next round. And we're going to see the buy come in. And Athletico, they've been taking hits. They've been taking a lot of hits. Look at this. Their cash is pretty low here. So Immunity have done a really good job, but they've put Athletico in an uncomfortable position. SnypeR going to jump up on the boost there, the barrel boost. But wow, Chris with 2 kills immediately. That is absolutely phenomenal. Immunity now in a terrible position. Rickeh by the forklift. Just spotted at the last second here by FACEIT. In goes the flash, but not before Rickeh can take down Chris. That bomb is ready to go down though, and it is on DANZ and a 1-on-4, and it's not really going to happen, I don't think. Not to count him out just yet, but a lot of work to do. Oh my goodness, that was really nice by Chris there, finding those two kills by the boost. And DANZ is going to get caught as well, so going to lose his M4, his armor, all the lovely things that he had bought, all going away. So, Athletico with an amazing start here. And Immunity just have to eat it. They just need to have a really strong buy in the next round. They have to bring it back in the next round. If they were to go for like a little bit of a, like they have the money that you could say, okay, oh, you know, they can buy some P250s and stuff. Well, in this kind of situation, I think they did the smart thing and to avoid really spending much money, going for a stack again. Now this time on the B side, because they need to have the AWPs. And they can't, by buying, they can't really have a huge impact on Athletico's economy. So it's better to just look after their own economy. And here we go. Push coming in. They might be able to find some kills. In fact, 3 frags coming their way. Are there more to be found? The spray not really working out from PeteyG, only getting 2 there. And Rickeh, he's in a 1-on-1 against Haz. He's got himself an AK. In goes the Molotov. And he's got the bomb as well. And there's the fire. There's the flick. There is the kill on the round for Haz, but great damage done. That is really good work by Immunity. They've done very well to get that many kills, and now they can play their setup, the full setup that they want, all the nades, all the weapons. But Immunity, the pressure on them to win this round now is ginormous. I mean, of course it's their match point. They won the first map, but this is where the game can get completely out of hand. If they are to lose this and then are forced to eco again, that is pretty much 7 rounds for Athletico. So they've got to be really careful here. They have a double up setup. PeteyG in with a frag towards the vent room. It's a nice push for B storage. Chris catching SnypeR. He was going aggressive through Squeaky. And now problems, big problems for Immunity. It's going to take nothing short of an exceptional series of executional plays. And so far we're seeing that happen. Rickeh and DANZ able to pick up 2 kills. Just those picks as Athletico wrap into the B site for that split. Still one in mid though, but on the site the bomb is going to go down and fake DANZ is going to be able to keep that safe with the kill onto DANZ. A 2-on-3 now, and it's a hard choice here for Immunity. DevK gonna take that emag though, up on heaven. And Rickeh's got to go for the save now. absolutely gutting for Immunity. They are not looking good now in this match. It's going to take a lot to bring themselves back, but they do have the full money bonus, so they actually can buy, I think. They're going to have 3,400 for everybody, so they're going to be able to actually buy. But it's going to get scrappy now from here on out, I believe. Let's see what they have to offer now. I mean, they had, you know, they got picked on B storage from B storage into Ventory. They got picked because of SnypeR pushing aggressively through Squeaky, and I feel like, I mean, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, but in the position they're in, it does feel very hard to really recommend very aggressive, risky plays. Of course, if it goes well, then you're like, this is genius, this was an awesome play, but it's high risk, high reward, essentially, in a spot where you want to play safe, I think, at least. But there's a lot of merit to that. I mean, had they gotten a game-winning, or rather a round-winning advantage from that, then obviously the game's going to look a lot different. So Counter-Strike, a game of risk assessment and execution. Never perfect information. But PeteyG going to run out into the B site. Give DANZ a pretty easy frag, actually. And Athletico this time around aren't really finding the easy picks that they found in the previous rounds. So Immunity looking a lot better. This passive play, this reactionary play from Immunity is having much more success so far. Chris there ready to go for another pick. They have to find a frag here. SnypeR there with that scout of his. Nothing to be found just yet. And it looks like they are able to get themselves onto the B side of the map here, through the vents, and James is going to hear this. There it is. There's the peak. There's the frag. He's got 2 more players to find, and there it is. James and DANZ together with the cleanup, and we will have ourselves a round for Immunity, and three SnypeR rifles to them, 2 AWPs and a scout. SnypeR, I mean, it's not so conventional that you see so many scout buys, but honestly, from what I've seen from SnypeR, he actually is making it worth. It's like more than, well, it's being more than cost efficient usually when he picks up this scout. All right, well, it's gonna be FACEIT. He's got a fight against, but FACEIT is gonna make it an easy contest with that AWP. And already losing SnypeR in middle puts a lot of pressure on that A bomb site. We can already see that Rickeh wanted to go and try to return a frag with that AWP, but now he's gonna fall back to cast. So it's pretty open, and Athletico can take advantage of this if they're to push up middle. See Rickeh there, looking towards A main. Does have, of course, a friend on forklift. So Athletico looking potentially really good in this round. If you can execute well with these smokes. These smokes could really mean the difference here. There it is. Spawning the AWP towards Car, and he gets the shot onto the head of Rickeh. And that is huge. Emag and James, meanwhile, though, able to stop the progression into the bomb site. They can't get the bomb on that site just yet. Has is stuck over at A main. He is might just be able to make his way through now, thanks to FACEIT, but the smokes are wearing away. There's a new one that should help. And Haz is going to get the bomb down. It's a 2-on-2 now. Immunity can still save this round. But there it is. DANZ going to take the frag onto Haz. James onto FACEIT as well. And there you go. The free kill. The bomb defuse for DANZ. And things are looking pretty good. Athletico is still with enough to actually buy if they want to. They can actually force it up here. Or they can just go for a bit of a half buy. But forcing up would be nice, because, you know, Immunity's economy is pretty low. So yeah, they're going to go for that and just get a little low amount of grenades and just run it into B perhaps. The bomb though is actually in middle, so it's unlikely we're going to see that. And emag going to try to take control of A main. This is a really nice move here from Immunity. Take control of A main, narrow it down. What Athletico are actually able to do. And look at this, already the rotation is kind of coming in here. They spotted a few players, but having a main like that, they can be pretty confident that it's not going to be an A play at the moment. Look at these smokes, they're fantastic here. These counter grenades are doing work. Dan gets 2 frags, 3 with the 5-7, and there it is. Immunity pick up an easy round, and a very simple one at that as well. That's a 3-6 scoreline there for Immunity, who are bringing themselves back into this game, and it's going to be the eco for Athletico, who really could have used a bomb plant or 2, but we're going to see what they're capable of. They got 2 smokes, PeteyG and DevK with the smokes. Let's check out what they're up to. if they have some set smokes for A, they could try to like get the smoke down, the smokes here and here, and try to clear out the forklift and get the plant in this area, and that can be quite effective. It's almost reminiscent of the on Dust 2, the short smoke, which allows you to plant in the smoke on that site. And PeteyG has a smoke that's aimed to basically block off vision for the CTs so they can get out of main easily into mid. But he's going to be pretty alone there, so it's going to be a good distraction. But Rickeh's got the position to deal with it. That's excellent work from Immunity. They are so well poised to deal with this push. And Athletico, it was a good idea actually, but Immunity, they read that well. Good positions overall and good execution, as you'd expect. And Immunity are climbing back here. They're looking quite strong, and this is going to be a key round to win now. Athletico have been having success, been taking T rounds in the past through good picking play. And Immunity have been, I think, cashing onto this a little bit. They've been giving them less opportunities, and they've been less aggressive. Both ways to limit that. But now with a bit of a faster round, we've got a wall of smokes in middle, which usually is an indication that the team wants to get themselves in through the vents. We can see so far that they're not actually making a move. They're allowing the rotation of Immunity. Just sitting in middle here. Immunity all closed around this. They have somebody push through A main. It's emag again. Just still in A main. That's a really interesting situation for Athletico. We're just looking for the picks here. They're looking for Immunity to come and find out what they're doing, and that's exactly what they're doing. Catching emag out of position. There's a second fantastic kill, long range from Chris on the SnypeR, and now at A bomb site, it's completely open. Great work, very patient round from Athletico. In comes Rickeh from the side though, flick shot misses, and now Immunity are struggling. Look at this, trying to bait out a shot there, trying to like show the gun barrel to like bait out a shot, and he's gonna get caught by fake Dan. Second frag found as well. Immaculate work with the AWP, and there it is. Chris gonna find himself the third kill, and a really interesting round there. You can see that they're really playing with Immunity. You know, those smokes in middle, you can see the counter grenades came out from Immunity. But Athletico, they were just like, no, we are just going to sit here. If you want to find out what's happening in middle, you're going to have to come and re-peek us. And that's exactly what happened. And they were able to get positions where they could get favorable engagements, which opened up A massively. So we're going to get A main occupied now from Athletico. They're looking great on the T half, and that's going to be very, very comforting for them. This is their pick, their map choice. And SnypeR going to be boosting emag up here with the AUG. Don't see the AUG very often anymore these days, especially since that everyone will remember the AUG patch that made the AUG godlike. But nothing to be found for emag just yet. It's a good boost though. And there's a late smoke. I love that though. One of the reasons why CTs won't smoke that so early is because you don't want the Ts to be able to move all the way to the right or their right side of the main, because then they can get angles onto forklift and also onto the outer catwalk, and it can give them an easier time on the entry. It gives them more information. So that's why teams try to shy away from that. Also, they can throw nades from behind the smoke, which when you can't know about it until it's too late. We're going to see them moving in now onto this A site, and emag there with the AUG, only able to find one frag before going down. Chris, last round, he was fantastic. This round, he's on pace for another blinder, as here we have FACEIT down. Watching the flank with that AWP. The smoke's still doing work, but there's a player on the site still. We still have SnypeR at the back boxes. And there he is with that M4. And it is a 2-on-2. Here he goes from the side, and one more frag. Maybe the second as well, and he will get it. SnypeR with 10 health gets the 3 kill. Really disappointing one there for Athletico. They had every chance to take that site, but SnypeR, the man who could stop them, was able to do just that from the back boxes. And Athletico still with 7 rounds though. We're going to see the double up setup coming in. Rickeh on middle, and James eyeing his way into B storage. They might just find themselves some action. Gonna actually connect the shot there onto Chris. Reposition here should be pretty good on the headshot, and in comes the cavalry. And we do get Rickeh taking some frags from the vent drop. So beautiful stuff. Clean rounds by Immunity so far. We'll have to see if Athletico now with this buy are able to cripple Immunity enough that they can get an easy follow-up round. This could potentially turn into a 9-6 for Athletico if they know what they're doing here, if they get the shots, they connect them. They've been doing that well previously. Look at that though. Speaking of which, they have moved their way into middle pretty much without any grenades to help them. And that kind of caught them. But very, very close indeed to the SnypeR. It's going to be emag who's able to put in the support on forklift here. As the A split is underway, but just a player from A-Main. Oh, emag not able to take him down. It's a pretty big deal here now as kills are coming in very quickly. Has able to take down the second player, the AWPer over by the car, and now DANZ is alone. Athletico, if they win this round, it should be a 9-6 first half for them. That's exactly what they need. DANZ, it's just too much. 3 players, 1 AWPer, it's just too much. 6 points, we'll have to see if they're able to hold now against Athletico. Let's try to get that to 8-7. Across the board, it looks pretty good on the frags. Chris has been obviously putting in some really nice work on the entries, getting multiple frags as they've been trying to move in. Another aggression coming in for A-Main as they are trying to take some position here. PeteyG so bold in the open looking for that frag. Let's get tagged down to 9 health though. There's Rickeh now, being distracted away from middle. Let's get the frag onto fake Dan. No smoke to help him, and DevK, he wants to pick up that AWP and perhaps avenge his fallen comrade, but looks like they will back away now. There's too much, it's too hot over there by the A-Main. And repositioning into middle a little bit. Do have B available to be taken, but still 5 players left for the CTs. We can see this is going to be very difficult, especially with these positions that they have. Look at this. This is really dangerous right now for Athletico. They might be better served going back to A at this point, but they're going to try to force the issue. 2 players immediately roasted as we have just 2 left. DevK and PeteyG. DevK with the AWP, and it's the last round, so they've got to go for it. In comes DevK. Not able to get his 5 kill. Instead, it's going to be 8-7. We do have Immunity able to bring it to... definitely it's going to be difficult. It's not what you'd want ever on the CT half. But, you know, it's absolutely doable for them. A lot of it can be about, I mean, sometimes we can see maps that are, let's say, particularly CT-sided. Sometimes teams can kind of, you know, flip it around because of the kinds of rounds that they win, the kinds of positions they put the opponents in economically. If you win, you know, certain rounds and they can never like get a grip of the economy or their setups that they want to run, then teams can sometimes struggle even on the favored sides. So you've got to be able to use the correct things, and sometimes you need the money to do that. Now the push coming in on speed. Athletico already in with a couple kills, perhaps maybe not. 1 HP for emag. I thought for sure that would be a kill. DevK needing 1 more bullet. But the bomb does go down, and Athletico not looking too hot right now. But the retake can still work. They do have a lot of grenades actually. Fake down with an HE to play with. Here he comes. Ready. Takes down the SnypeR. Rickeh there with the spray. Burst and the Glock. And should be lights out here for Athletico. There it is, Rickeh with the finishing blow. PeteyG will fall, and means they're going to actually start off well on the T side, just as their opponents did. Now the key is always going to be clean rounds for Immunity here. We can see that Rickeh has opted to just stay on the PT50, just to have the opportunity to buy that up much sooner. But also, on rounds like this, when you're kind of almost fact-finding. You're trying to figure out like what's happening, what's going on either side. You can get the guy with the pistol to actually move in first to scout for stacks, but and Rickeh indeed will go in first towards Forklift. He's going to even get the frag. Good work here from Rickeh, but equally so from the CTs. Able to pick off 2 players with their measly pistols. Emag with a nice shot onto DevK there over by the car, and they couldn't make their way onto the side, and they've attracted so much attention that they're going to just go all the way back, and Emag might just finish this right here and right now. Remaining player has 2 health, and I don't think he's going to really make anything happen with that. So looks like it should be a pretty clean round here. And yeah, okay, there we go. Only losing 2 players. That's going to have Athletico relatively happy, and likewise for Immunity, they're going to be pretty happy with this as well. Acceptable losses, and Athletico acceptable damage done from them. So there's like a little bit more lag issues for James, as SnypeR's saying right there. So we have just a short pause here, guys. So far, Immunity, they aren't looking super good in this match, I've got to say. Despite obviously having an advantage going into the second half, we have to really see how far this advantage is going to carry them. Atletico were able to pull out a significant amount of rounds on the T side with their good start, and Immunity have to be able to do the same thing, obviously, to actually win this match. And Athletico, this being their map, one would expect that their CT setups, when they get them going, we're going to see eventually here, that they should be more than enough to really deal with the stuff that Immunity has to show. But again, I haven't seen much of Immunity's games. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of set plays they have, how they handle mid control, how they handle like forcing rotations from the CTs, and how they play with their picking style. So far, we're just seeing them against this eco, and so far it's going pretty well. Not too many conclusions to draw, but we'll have to see if they're able to. I'm going to be able to pick off one player. Rickeh going to go down. Chris takes that next over, looking for that damage. Again, looking for at least one more frag, but it is going to be the spray down there with Khalil, and that's going to be it for FakeDan, and we're going to move into the buy round of Athletico, the time we've all been waiting for. So FakeDan with the AWP, and there's lots of, I mean, you can play an AWP from everywhere on this map, but you usually with just one AWP, it's either B or a middle. I mean, you can play it everywhere. You can play on the back boxes on A as well, of course, but typically that's what we tend to see when it's just one AWP like this. But he's made by the sandbags, immediately dropped there, but he has a mate on sandbags as well. Second player, PeteyG, he does get the second frag. That is huge there. Needed both, else the little bait, little trick was for naught. And 3-on-3 now. Athletico, they need to find out what's going on, and Chris is going to pick off SnypeR. That's huge as well. That's going to give them now an advantage. 3-on-2. Chris hasn't spotted anybody else just yet, but that is where the bomb is. So now the advantage definitely shifting towards Immunity, because the presence shown by emag, and he's been so good at this. He's been so good at getting entries, at really selling fakes. And he's going to try to spot both players. We have the bomb ready to be planted, but emag really needs to get frag or contact here. And now he's got to go. Regardless of what happened, got to go in. Could he even potentially switch for the AK if he wanted, but he's got so much range to play with that he should be fine. Although he doesn't necessarily know that. But emag did sell it for him. He's going to indeed switch for the AK, which is definitely the safer choice. He can always pick up that AWP after winning the round. They're both pretty low as well. Got a good position here on the back boxes as Chris and PT make their way in. And they come now. If they cut around the corner together, it could all work. But Rickeh is incredibly low here. Chris can do it. He does. And he's going to get the defuse. Athletico going to win their first buy round, something that Immunity failed to do. It took Immunity, I think, until the 6th round until they were able to pick up their first buy round win. So already Athletico are ahead of Immunity from that sense of things. But we'll have to see if Athletico can keep the ball rolling. They still have a disadvantage in this situation. if there was a middle take to come in, I mean, they don't really have the weapons to fight against this, but wow. PeteyG gets Rickeh down immediately with that M4 as they go in for this B push. AK is still better in these picking scenarios, but so far the CPs with their setups are proving strong. Haz up top going to go for the drop there. The bomb is down in front of the site, and Haz is going to reclaim that bomb site. And that is a huge deal right now because DANZ is stuck there. The bomb is smoked off now. Both sides gets a spray through the smoke onto the vent, and now it's all on Haz. He does have the triple already. There is the triple. And DANZ is on 14 health. Surely he has this in the bag. And he finds the peak and the shot. And Haz is going to execute. Great round there from Haz. Really great round from Haz. And we're going to see now whether or not Athletico can keep the ball rolling. It's all about keeping this momentum going. You can see how stretched they are for money. Despite winning that round, everybody had to rebuy. So that they keep getting put into awkward spots. But oh no, not this guy again. Not this guy with the scout. Already getting the tag. This is this could get brutal. So SnypeR maybe looking for some action on B now. And Chris and Twitch with PT with the mags, definitely gonna have to find some close ranges, but that's exactly what PT's gonna do. It's gonna self Rickeh and move into the A site here, but it's proving kind of difficult actually. Gotta respect the mag, yo. Respect the mag. The mag heaven guard. He's going to make his way back to middle to white box. This is a nasty position to be in. If he does get peeked by James, the mag is not going to perform well from there. And he will get peeked indeed. Oh, the one dig from James as well. In comes PeteyG though. Does get a kill onto SnypeR over by a main. Really big frag there, taking down the scout. And it's just James over by the short, and they know exactly where he was last spotted. Trying to account for both angles. But somehow they let him through. They let him through onto the site, onto the bomb. They will spot him now. It's pretty low, so they have to prevent this bomb from going down. They absolutely can. They move together. He's just got a deagle. It should be doable. And there it is. He does go for the fake and can't come off the bomb quickly enough. PeteyG going to get the kill. And we have ourselves another round for Athletico. So it does seem like they're able to keep the ball rolling. And they're going to be able to like buy some better weapons now. But still, their economy is not so good. Immunity can still force an eco. They just have to win this round. So a lot of it's going to be about what Rickeh can find at the start. He's going to go for a boost. All right. Looking for something. Whilst also trying to bait out a shot if there is an AWPer there. They lose their man in B storage. And that goes down. He's been a critical part of their offense in past rounds. Able to somewhat reliably get those distractions, to sell those fakes, get those. This time James picks up the slack for emag. And DevK will go down. They do have PeteyG to Athletico over by the under the boost position. Very, very awesome position. You can hear a lot from this spot. You can get a lot of intel. Even push into middle if your intuition tells you that that can work. And you can find a quick flank. They make their way in now towards the A site. So it goes down and it's going to prompt PT to go through A. Can it be fast enough? DANZ with a very, very great response there. Very quick for the AK. Finally going to find the second frag as well. But in comes PT from the back. It should be a free frag there. Taking his time. Find DANZ. It's a free frag. As he might just catch Rickeh as well. Rickeh goes down. PT with 2. PeteyG. PeteyG gets himself 2 and the defuse. Athletico stay in this, but again, the money's so tight for everybody. It's crazy. I mean, both teams can buy again. This is kind of crazy how tight this is money-wise. So AK's in the mix. The M4's still got that bug where the icons disappear. But AK's full setup for Athletico as well. Rickeh got to be very careful. Has his He's salivating. He is frothing at the mouth at the opportunity to take off Rickeh's head there. And Rickeh is going to get caught by him indeed. And that is a really big loss there. They lost their middle presence. They lost their man towards B storage. What do Immunity have left in the tank now? They got to go for some risk. Some kind of salvation needs to be found here on a push. DANZ might just be the man to make it happen for them as they make their way in. Maybe able to peek onto short. There it is. Doesn't find the frag. Great defense from Haz. Finds another one. There's one more though for DevK to find. And he will get himself two. Athletico with 13 rounds now to the 10 of Immunity. Desperately trying to tie up this game. Desperately close at this point. But it's just one eco here for Immunity. And then they can start putting on the pressure again. But they won't have many opportunities as from that perspective. Athletico only going to be 2 rounds away. SnypeR here. Making his way in. And once again, teammates try to harass middle with the smoke to help them. But really, they can't contest with the setup. The weapons, the advantages are too strong right now for Athletico on the defense. There's actually a player close to white box, I think. Yeah, Rickeh might be able to get the drop on somebody. There it is. Oh my goodness, the jumping spray. As you do. And this is really green right now. There you go. 14 to 10 now. Athletico 2 away from forcing a third and final map here for the FACEIT Oceania launch tournament. FACEIT has come to the Oceanic region, finally. More servers, more games. And 3 AWPs. 3 AWPs for Immunity. Really? Okay, how are they going to use... Like, they've got an AWP everywhere. AWP A main, AWP B storage, AWP middle. Everywhere on the map, they want to AWP. I think they're going to take down SnypeR already. This has... Oh my god, what a beautiful quick peek there. Peeking shot. Skeet and shoot from Haz. Caught off guard though, but Fake Dan's already got 2 kills over towards B as they keep trying to challenge him. James and emag left to try to save Immunity away from Athletico's match point. emag just getting a few stray bullets there connected, but nothing meaningful. James going to be hurt, I think, here by there it is. Has that fine angle, and then emag is going behind the smoke now. Try to find a frag onto the site. He knows DevK is there somewhere. It is very difficult to find kills right now, but James is just going to do it. Does take down PeteyG and make his rotation towards A right now as emag is kind of entrenched in B storage. He wants to try to get himself out of there now, but if he can frag with the boot, that is going to be fantastic. Ooh, Fake Dan actually going to catch him. Big kill there. It's all on James now, but here is Chris, close range, and there it is. Match point now for Athletico, as Immunity can just barely scrap a bye together. It's very, very tough, but Scout and SnypeR as always. Well, this would be the round to bring out that Scout. Athletico definitely looking really good, just generally. I mean, obviously this is the side was where they really won this game, but I shouldn't count out this just yet. Although James is going to get taken out by Chris, who does get shot down pretty low, but that didn't really gain them anything at the moment. James going for that one-on-one. Obviously, the intention is to find the pick, and that was what will get you the opening. But instead, he went for that risk. Didn't get the opening. Risk didn't go his way. Now they've got to try to find another frag there. But this defense is impenetrable. Another AWP kill to DANZ. Rickeh coming in for the response. There it is. It's at the back of the site though. Over by the back boxes can be very deadly if they're otherwise preoccupied with players like PeteyG. And SnypeR does catch Fake Dan. PeteyG coming in. Oh, headshot found by SnypeR. There's 2 players left. One is definitely scoutable. Chris on 24 health. SnypeR probably not even interested to pick up another gun here. He could pick up any number of AKs, but he is going to stick to that scout. They're going to hear him as well. DevK close. I think SnypeR may have heard him as well. Definitely hears him now. He's on the angle with that scout. This would be an unbelievable... Wow! What a shot! What a shot from SnypeR. Now it's a one-on-one with 20 seconds to go. Sprinting to the bomb spot. And Chris is hightailing it over there as well. It just takes one scout shot to take him down. SnypeR already with a 3 kill to that scout. The scout action we've seen today. Here comes the jump! Misses the flick shot. And it's going to be a drop here for Chris as well. And SnypeR going to miss. Chris saves the round for Athletico. And Athletico are going to take map number 2, their choice, Cash. And we are going to go to the third and final map. We've had some great matches here today so far. But it's not over yet. One more map to play. One more map to play. It's going to be an interesting one. Can Immunity bring it back? Can Athletico keep the momentum going? Lots of questions to be answered, and we shall answer them shortly after the break. See you guys soon.